Let's ride. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. It's 3:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know what we have today? Apple motherfucking earnings. I'm still not used to cursing on live streams. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I just shouldn't curse as much. I mean, it's not like I do often. What's up, voltage element? Hello. Do you guys know what we have after market close? It is the Apple earnings. So we'll see. We'll see because right now, right now, we are in this range. Let's go ahead and see how big this range is. Bro, up or down? That is the question of the century. This is a 528 point range. What? And oh my God, these swings are kind of insane. 430 points down. So 530 points up, 430 points down, 368 points up, 393 points down, and now 433 points up. Love this stream. Man, I love you, man. Sorry, I had to quench my thirst. How are you guys doing? How are you guys? We don't have a lot of us in here right now, but that's okay. I understand it's late for some of the UK folks. How are you guys doing? By the way, if you are watching on X, head over to youtube.com/ at the lab live because I will not be able to see the comments that you place on X. Want to see 623 level to hit soon. All you guys want to talk about is levels. That's all you guys ever want to talk about. 623. What is 623? The high? Let's start on the daily chart. What is the daily chart telling us? I'm gonna pop open ES here on the overnight high. Hmm. What is the daily chart telling us? So, not much. Not much apart from the fact that today's candle was an absolute blast beyond ES's high and the Monday high. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which means I'm likely looking for a continuation on Friday into the previous daily high, which is good. It kind of sets up the stage, right? If today manages to close, now granted, we do have Apple earnings in about, 30 minutes. If today manages to close above the Wednesday's high, if we close above this high, what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for the open of the next candle to come in, open, provide a high, sweep out the previous daily's high, which is going to be Thursday, which is today's high. And then, yeah, that'll be my bias for tomorrow. Now, granted, this is all taken into consideration that Apple earnings doesn't lead us back down into the 393s or back into the range. But I would love to see this set up for tomorrow, man. I would love to see it set up. I would love to have just a strong bias for these days. How about you guys? How did you guys do in the morning? I took no trades this morning. I took no trades. No trades for me in the AM. Had BE. Yeah, fair. Would you attempt? You attempted some longs? Or you mean like you took no trades, so your break even day? By the way, if you haven't already, drop a like. Make sure to turn on that bell so you guys know exactly when we're going live. I had a short, but price hit London low, and it reached my break even level. I'm sorry, brother. Man, how unfortunate. I think Powell's last speech was yesterday. We're not gonna hear from Powell anymore. Isn't that crazy? The end of an era. He was with us for 8 years. Isn't that crazy? 8 years, man. Will no longer, all the memes, all the stuff, it will no longer be the same. It's the new guy, Walsh. Anyways, I'm gonna do the same thing that I marked out yesterday because I know that they haven't scheduled the Apple earnings at a specific time. All I know is that they release it after market close between 4 and 4:30. So I'll just highlight that little window. For now, we don't have a lot of action going on here. Um, we ended up scalping the 15 second yesterday during the PM session, which is a little crazy because the setup actually presented itself. But here we actually don't have much. We've taken out the previous hourly high, but it just feels to me like this wants to see a continuation higher. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Muted just in time. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what Apple does. I'm really curious. We didn't Yesterday's earnings release was kind of like just to the right. It didn't really do much in terms of one directional movement. Cause like, yeah, we had a spike up on the initial release. Let me see if I can pull this. We had a spike up during the initial release, and then a complete dump after the release, and then a complete recovery after the new day open, which is absolutely nuts. So pretty much sideways for that release. But today, the reason being was that it was multiple companies. It was four of the major companies being released at the same time. Now today, it's literally just Apple as far as a trillion. What is the top company in Nasdaq? I believe it's Nvidia right now. Yeah, it's Nvidia. So Nvidia is actually worth 13.13% of the Nasdaq 100. Apple is the second, and it's worth about 10.84% of the weight. Insane stuff. But yeah. So today, a tenth of the Nasdaq is releasing earnings. Well, maybe obviously slightly more because there are more companies. that are releasing today as well, but Apple is the significant one here. Anyways, we're getting a push here, 343 uh on NQ. We've got the what's it called? We've got the 350 market on close coming up here in about 6 minutes. But yeah, slow day for me. No trades yet. Um, Slow day for me. We're looking for a closure here. Three is looking for a close above that 2 p.m. candle, which means you'll likely get a continuation here at four. But it has just been something, man. Sorry if you guys can hear that. You haven't been on the charts or you didn't like anything to take? I just haven't been on I wasn't on the charts. I wasn't on the charts today. I was just doing some lab stuff. But yeah, I wasn't on the charts. I was not present this morning actually. I'm also feeling just slightly under the weather. I took some medication just now, so just so I can kind of get through it. Kind of get through the PM price action. Yeah. What's up, voltage? What meds? I don't know, just something. It was something for my sinuses because I had some pretty bad sinuses. And I still have like this crazy migraine going on, but it's okay. I thought, bro, props Addy to trade. No, absolutely not. I don't take anything like that. I'm a healthy young man, bro. A healthy young man on his way, just trying to get big. That's pretty much it. But yeah, slow day overall, to be honest. I want to figure out something better to do for these some of the PM sessions whenever, especially when they're slow. There's just not a lot of volume coming into the market. It'd be nice to actually do something pretty interactive, like make a game or something. That'd be sick. That would be sick. The way my life. Anyways, we're almost at 3K subscribers, so once we get to five, who knows? We might do a little nice little giveaway. Who knows? If you're watching on X, by the way, head over to youtube.com/at thelab.live, please, so I can see your chats. Because if you are on X, I cannot see what you're typing. But yeah, just seeing a continuation here on the 1 minute. We've got the market on close in 2 minutes coming up, so we'll see some volatility and some volume coming in. But for the most part, yeah, I'm just really kind of keen on watching whatever Apple wants to do. Let me pull up the Apple chart as well. I can't imagine what I can't imagine what Apple options premiums look like right now. It's also crazy to see Apple at $270 a share. 288. Mm. Bit of a consolidation here from Apple the last few days. starting to really break above. What's up, Alex? Good morning. Good morning. It's like, what time is it for you? Is it now like 9:49? So yeah, after today, tomorrow's PM sessions will actually be the normal time. So after today, we'll just start back at 2 p.m. Eastern to make sure we get that coverage. But we wanted to address these last few um we wanted to adjust these last few PM sessions because we wanted to make sure we had coverage of the the news. Probably gonna push you into these highs. Scalping, the 5 point risk. So you do have the market on close here in about 10 seconds. The way my mind, you, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Good morning. You do have the market. There's the market on close. Apple is getting actually a push higher, which is interesting to see, considering the fact that this is the the second highest weighted company. So I do believe this is a false move here on NQ. Get a nice reaction out of this 15-second OB, maybe 589s. Get a push here. Nice. Oof. Apple is actually seeing a very, very strong rejection there. That is rough. Yeah, no plays from me, boys. No plays. I'm just kind of observing what we're doing here on the 15-second chart, see if I can get a quick scalp, but no major plays. We got 352. Maybe what I would like to see is a potential sweep of the 567 point or the 568s, get a 15-second OB to form here at a discounted price point and then see it push higher. That's what I would like to see. I need to see a sweep of the 571s and then maybe the 568s. What's up, Yap? And then if we can get a nice little push here, that would be splendid. Let me pop open the 5-minute chart. Because then at that point, you'd also be looking at the measurement. Deviation, yeah, 2 to 2.5. So yeah, 571.5 and then 568. You could get a nice reaction here. But I really want to see a sweep of that. Oh man, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Tapped into a discounted price point. But now we're starting to get closures above here. And you do now have a potential breaker being formed. 596, 596.05. Should we buy this breaker? Potential OB. Yeah, we'll buy it. 27,592.5 is my entry. I just want to see if we can get a nice little push here off this 15 second. I'm willing to give this a try actually. There's my fill. I want to see if we can get into the 622s or the 623s, just get into this imbalance at 603.5. I'll look to move break even there. Nice little push here. So if we can tap into the 603s, I'll look to go break even. Give me the 603s. Perfect. Okay, boys, I'm actually break even here at 592.75. I don't want to see this come back to me because that would actually be horrid. I'm just watching this on the 5 second chart, see if we can get a nice little impulse to the highs. Come on. Come on. Can we get into the 622s? Come on, don't give me a break even. Come on, give us a push. Give us a push. Come on. You know you want it. Oh, nah. Unfortunate, boys. Got stopped to break even on that long there. Did have a nice reaction, but no. No, nothing. 355 candle just took me out there, break even. Yeah, I'm trying, but I'm not getting the reactions that I want. I want to see at least, if possible, I want to see at least. Okay, I'm gonna give some longs here a try at 582 with the stop below the low here at 572. Just another attempt on these longs. See if we can just get a push out of here. I'll look to go break even at 594 if we can get that. And this will be a 5 second scalp. And then if I don't get it, I don't get it. If I do, I do. It is what it is. I think we can get a nice reaction out of here to the upside. So I really want to see the 592s, or actually the 594, so I can go to break even. 594s. Yeah, I got filled at 582.25. So please give me the 594s, an expansion to the upside, and then I'll look to trail this out to my break even. Come on, give us a push right there. Okay, I'm now break even there. Whoops. Oh, my mic. Break even here on this trade. Now I'm going to look to trail potentially to the 602s.25 if we can really start getting above those. So if I can get the 602s, that would be splendid. And if not, can't seem to get a continuation for the life of me, boys. Can't seem to get a continuation here. 592.5. No follow through, man. Another break even scalp. It looks like no follow through. Time is at 358. Can we get a push here during the last minute? Last few seconds. I would love to see 359 push into the 606s if that's possible. Come on. Give me that 359 push into the 606s and I'll be happy. Come on. Give us that 606. I'll look to close at 606. I'm gonna look to close at 606. Come on, give us that push. Give us that push into the 606s. I know you want to. Come on. Come on. Give us that high. Give us the high. Don't do it. Give us that. There it is. Okay, we are out there for 2.42R. Oof. Okay, so first one was actually break even. Second 15-second scalp was a beautiful 2.42R, 24.25. Oh man, yo guys, this is feeling good. This is actually feeling good. These 5-second scalps have been feeling so good, man. I'm actually so happy about it. These have been feeling phenomenal. There are my executions on the chart as well. What a beautiful, about to make me go back to the second chart. Yeah, man, these executions on the second charts have been so nice to me lately. I might have to come back to it. Maybe this is just my calling, man. Maybe it's my calling. What a banger. Banger trade. The timestamp is hilarious. It's like 4 minutes. That's so funny. Oh man, what a beauty. Did we get the earnings release there? Let me check. Back to back 15-second bangers yesterday and today. Well, actually not back to back because I did take a break even one right there for this one. What a lovely trade. I'm sorry, I know it was so much to manage, but I feel like I should have outlined it a bit better, but because I was trying to watch so many things at the same time. Let's see. Apple earnings report after the close. Do we have anything here on earnings? Nothing yet. I don't think anything has been reported, so we'll see. But yeah, beautiful market close scalp there on the 5 and the 15-second chart. If you guys want me to break that down for you, I will gladly break that down. But just a wonderful trade there. Jeez. Those are my favorite types of trades because your risk is really just so minimal. We gave an attempt there on the first try. It didn't work out here. All right, I wanted to see a continuation into the 622s. It didn't work out here on this first attempt. But then I realized, Alex, you're being silly. You're being silly. Let me remove this chart. Remove that. Yeah, what a crazy. So this was actually the 15-second OB. So um so let me break this down for you guys. So here I have the 15-minute candles, right? Crazy for you. Sorry, let me switch over to the 5. A couple things here to note, right? So first and foremost is we had an established range on the 15-second. We had boom, boom, retrace into a discounted price point, swept out the 1530 lows or 330 lows, and then you essentially got a closure above the candle that swept out those lows. So technically you could use this one and this one, but I was using the bottom one to gauge a reaction for the OB. So as soon as you get a closure above that candle's high, that becomes the OB, which means ideally you want to enter off the high or the opening price of the OB, which actually did tap into. We got a nice reaction out of there. I dropped down to a 5-second chart. I look for the CST on a 5-second chart. You got that closure, and then you finish that buy model into the 606s, which also happened to be at 359. Yesterday's trade was at 359 as well. So, oh, just a really, really wonderful 5 second scalp here. Beautiful. Yeah, no, so good. Darian, we might be back with these 5 seconds, man. These 5 second trades might be the. You guys want to know something fun though? Actually, funny enough, my second biggest payout was from scalping the 15 second. So who knows? Maybe I just need to come back to it. If we didn't have earnings, I would attempt another scalp here potentially. Come back down into the 583s, sweep out that low. Sheesh, 5 seconds. I get stressed watching it. You could potentially play this for something here, but I would rather wait for it to get to the 579s, sweep out this low, get into the OB, and then start seeking into the highs. But the thing is, we have earnings here, so like it's very very risky. Good morning. You took already something today? Yeah, Chazin, we actually just closed out of a winning 5 second scalp. Where was it? Beautiful reaction there as well. Beautiful read, 579.5. You'll likely see a continuation into the 620s, in my opinion, based on this reaction from this 5 second chart. Came back down, tapped back into the opening price. You now have a 5 minute swing, which means you want to start getting into the distribution candle, which is this one here. So you have a 5 minute swing. You've got to sweep at the low at a discounted price point from that high to that low. Yep. Beautiful. You'll get a continuation here into the 620s. Hopefully. Because now you have a closure above the 589 level. You're starting to fight with the 600 flats. The thing is, with these flat levels, if you're able to get a really strong closure above them, I think you'll get a nice, really like a really nice spool here. But yeah, Chazin, we just took a winning trade. I forgot where the hell I entered off of. I have it somewhere here on my trade of eight. We entered off the 82.25. So 82.25 with the stop below the low, and then closure above or a closure just at 606, stop below that low. And then initially we had also taken a trade earlier for a 5 second scalp, um, which was around the 593 level. I was targeting the highs. We saw a nice little impulse here at around 54. I moved to break even, then I got stopped break even on that 355 candle open. So yeah, you still have this opening price being protected. You can see that the so this is the 5 minute candle here. You can see that price likes to retrace back into the openings, create lows, and that's where you'll likely find the OBs, right? You can even frame it as an inverse if you'd like. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, the thing is though, it also took the previous 5 minute high. So the way I do these, you always trade those low time frames. I used to a lot, but now I don't really trade them as much anymore. But I used to a lot. Um, yeah, let's see. We'll see if it wants to get into the 66s. I need to get rid of some of these drawings. This will be the last line of defense. If you can get a really bullish reaction out of here, out of the 66s, I think there's a good opportunity for a long there. But you would need to see a very bullish reaction out of the 66s, which means that as soon as we tap into the 66s, I'd need to see a closure above the 75s, and then potentially we could look for something out of there. Nice. You have your, let's see if you can get a close above the 75s. Then I'll look to, okay. So let's see if I can tag it in there. Okay. I'm tagged in there at 75.25. My stop is actually below the 65 low. I'm half size on this one because I've already taken a win and I don't want to give major profits back. So I'm actually half sizing this one. So if we can get into the 86s, I'm going to look to go break even into the 86s. So as soon as we get to the 86, 57,586 flat, I'm going to look to go break even there. Hopefully, if we can start getting above those highs, that would be nice. I don't want to really see this come back down on me here because we have taken out that previous 5-minute high. Come on, give us a push into the 86s, please. Give us a nice little push here. Give us a push. Give us a push. Give us a push. All I want to see is the 86s or the 70s flat. And I think that would be perfect for me. Okay, so there are the 86s. I'm going to go ahead and move to break even here. So I am now break even. I'm going to let this ride out. I want to see if we can get into the 602s now. If we can start getting into the 602s, I'll look to close above there. Above this, around the 603.75 level. And I actually do want to attempt to, because I don't want to get too greedy up here, but I would like to attempt at least to trail into the 595s. Where's my 1 hour trail? My 1 hour trail is 582.7.25. 582.25. Okay, I'm actually just going to trail to 582.25. I don't want to give any of this back. Or actually, yeah, 586.75. 586.75. So I've now trailed my stop to the 586.75. So now if it goes against me, I'm still closing at a 1.2 R. And I'm willing to take that scalp actually. I just want to see beautiful movement here to the upside if possible. Okay, and that's me tagged out on that one. Okay, beautiful. Use bookmap also? No, I don't. Okay, so there, just got tagged out on the 587s again for a nice little 11-point win. Beautiful stuff. The second chart is just giving us a blessing. I was still playing the continuation here on the swing, right? On a 5-minute chart, we had this candle sweep out this candle's low, and so technically you would seek a distribution to the upside on this candle, which means that it needs to make an open to low, right? If I highlight the opening price of this candle, which is here, right, which is the 1605 candle, you can see that price came back down, made an open to the low, swept out this low in a discount of the current established range, and then saw a continuation into the highs. So I just looked to trail there very aggressively into the 587s, and I was able to close that out for a couple points. Here we go. There you can see my trail, my entry, my trail. I'm sorry, I don't have Trade of 8 up for you guys to see, but overall, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna call it there. I think those will be the only 2 trades that I take, or the only couple scalps that I take for now, because I know that Apple has to release earnings here soon. But overall, beautiful, beautiful price action here on the 5-second chart, which I love to see. I'm a huge fan of that stuff, man. Just playing the 5-minute or treating the 5-minute as a daily, and then using the logical liquidity lows to create the 5-second reaction that I want to see, and then enter off the OB, the 15-second or the 5-second OB. Beautiful stuff, man. I've always loved these lower time frames, to be honest with you guys. I've always loved them. Just really, really nice overall. Price is fractal. Exactly. Yeah. Don't ever let anyone discourage you from these 5-second charts, man. You yourself can be a high frequency algorithm if you believe in it hard enough. So yeah, two back to back, nice trades, nice scalps, man. I'm sorry if it was a little bit messy. I was really trying my best to like manage the orders on Trade and then also like show you the drawings simultaneously, or like put out the drawings and kind of explain my narrative for what I was looking for. But I'm pretty much just using the 5-minute opening prices. I'm using the logical liquidity lows and the highs as a reaction area and a premium and a discount. I have to learn it from you. Just watch your live streams every day. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Drop a like before the market drops. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. What's up, 007? But yeah, I don't think we've gotten anything from Apple, have we? Let me check. I don't think that drop at market close was earnings. Apple earnings at 4:30 Eastern. Okay, I think beautiful stuff, man. Just a beautiful, beautiful setup here for both of these scalps. The reason why I like these lower time frames as well is because A, you're able to really capture obviously a small move. Your risk is really, really small. And what I do like about it is that if you're able to enter off like a 5 minute swing and you happen to get a continuation, you can move to break even relatively quickly, right? And you can then look to trail. Because realistically, well, not realistically, but in hindsight, if we were able to get a nice little push above here, I would have looked to trail my stop as I was doing with the 586. Um, and then ideally I would have closed at the 603, but obviously I did get an aggressive trail here. Give me 1 second, guys. Why are you not here during AM? We had Canon. That'll cover the AM. I was working on some other stuff this morning. So there you go. You got a tap back into the 606s or the 600s flat. Let's just go all in on the second chart and then go on vacation in Puerto Rico for a month. PR. Give me 1 second, guys. Mr. Producer, I just need to go use the restroom really quickly. We can actually keep the screen on for a little, or I don't know what you want to do. Okay. Just need to go use the bathroom really quick. I'll be 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay. Restroom. Stomach has been killing me. Combination of the medicine and some other stuff is just not good. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Where are these earnings, man? What's going on? Apple. What are you guys doing over there? Snooze fest. It's so crazy when I'm on the second chart because it's like a whole different universe, right? You're like, oh my God, like there's so much, this is so much price action until you realize it's like maybe 25 minutes. 25 minutes worth of price action. It's like a completely different universe. Anything on Apple? Let's see. Oh, okay, it's 4:30 Eastern. Because we got Apple earnings in about 8 minutes, boys. Got Apple earnings in about 8 minutes. If you guys want, I can do a recap of the trades that we just took, but I think I informed you guys enough. This is pretty much what I look for. Um, do you use the 5 minute for the higher time frame and the 5 second for the lower? Yeah, yeah. 5 minute is like kind of like my daily. Daily, daily, daily. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Five minutes kind of like I treat it like my daily. It's just my bias. I use internal, external on the 5 minute pretty much. That's it. But some of my favorite setups come from stuff like this. My favorite setups are when you have like an expansion leg, right? It comes back down, sweeps out this low, and there's also an order block right here. It taps into it, and then you get a 15-second reaction, and then you can just target the highs. Those are my favorite. This was like honestly such a good example of it too. You had a price come back down, sweep out this low at a discounted price point, tap into the order block. OB low, 5 second reaction, and then you got the same exact thing here. Obviously, I'd have to zoom in a little bit more, but OB low, 5 second reaction, push higher. And as long as I'm always positioned below the opening of the higher time frame candle, which is the 5 minute, as long as I'm positioned below the opening price of that candle, I think I'll be I'm typically doing good, right? I always want to position myself below the opening price of the 5 minute candle. Yeah. But any questions, just let me know. I'm going to backtest it this weekend. Yeah, man, for sure. It works the same way for the opposing, right? I know this looks a little confusing, but Apple earnings in T-4. Yeah, but I'll definitely get a trade recap for you guys over on X and Instagram for the 5 second scalps. Darian, we're back, man. We're back. We're back. We're so back. Earnings report. T minus three. T minus three. By the way, if you are, I see that we have a good amount of viewers on X. If you guys are on X, I can't see your comments, so make sure to head over to youtube.com/Alex or slash Alex, youtube.com/ at the lab live. Sorry. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to turn on those notifications so you guys know exactly when we're going live. And be sure to head over to profirm.compare, create an account, and use code LAB on all firms for discounts, boys and girls. What's up, Slim Trady? Man, you missed it. You weren't here. You missed it. How much do you bench? 275. Well, at my peak, I can no longer bench that. It's Apple earnings now? Yeah, it's about to drop in actually 2 minutes and 5 seconds. That's a week Apple event. It's Apple earnings now. Yeah, yeah. They release it in, yeah, literally just 1 minute. But yeah, you missed it, man. You missed the 2 5 second scalps. Equal highs. Don't tell me that. No. I need Apple to beat and mention AI 1,000 times. Yeah. Not because I have calls or anything. What the fuck, damn it. I don't have calls. That would be crazy. Paying crazy premium for Apple calls right now. You must be out of your mind. We got 30 seconds until they release earnings, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I mean, it's a high impact news event. Let's see if this wants to get out of this range for once and for all. We'll see with Asia. Yeah. Well, yesterday we had the earnings release and then overnight completely just reversed the entire earnings move. Oh, that's it. What were the results? Let's see. Earnings. Let's see. Oh my good. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, earnings are live. Tim Cook's last earnings call with Apple. So John Turner actually takes over on September 1st. Yeah, September 1st. Let's see. So the analyst wanted 56.5 billion rev. JP Morgan says 59.5. But they actually record Apple March quarter. EPS jumped by 22%. It beat the estimate by 18%. Revenue jumped 17%, which beats the estimate 15%. Wow. Holy, 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 holy. Let me get you guys the exact numbers on that. Dune. Apple reported revenue for the second quarter that beat the average analyst estimate. Second quarter results revenue 111.18 billion plus 17% year over year. The estimate was 109. Product revenue 80.21 billion, which is a 17% increase year over year. Mac revenue. Mac revenue actually jumped by 5.7%. iPad revenue 8%. This is actually interesting because year over year the numbers are looking great, but the market just doesn't always share the sentiment, you know? It doesn't always share the sentiment. So they pretty much beat on every single quarter. Or not, they pretty much beat on every single aspect, right? Revenue, EPS, gross margin, which is actually crazy. But yeah, the market doesn't always share that sentiment, man. It doesn't always share that sentiment. You're starting to get kind of a nice little move here, but we've seen a 1.75% decrease here on Apple. And actually nothing from NQ, which is hilarious. Maybe like a 30-point move from NQ. So this was just like kind of a nothing burger. Insane, boys. Anyways, oh my goodness. Is this going to get a push up here now? No, just nothing. Absolutely nothing from Apple. There she goes. Okay. Starting to get into the 272.81. Starting to push into the 273s. Oh my goodness, 276s. Does it want to go for the highs? Completely reverse the initial move sentiment back to pretty much where it was before the market opened or the market closed. All right. Yeah, that's it. Not much. Not much to be honest. I was expecting such like a bigger move to be honest. I was expecting a way bigger move from Apple, but nothing. Wow. I mean, we'll see if 6 p.m. open CME open gives us anything, but yeah, boys. That is it from me. This was like so anticlimactic actually. Kind of sad about it. Anyways, tomorrow's Friday. Juno will be on at 2:45 a.m. Eastern as always. Um New York, I'm gonna be on with Leo. I'm gonna be on at 8 in the morning, actually. He'll be on at 9, so it's gonna be the two of us tomorrow for the AM session. So be sure to stop by, hit a like, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on X, head over to the YouTube channel. And yeah, I appreciate you all. I will talk to you all very, very soon tomorrow morning. Peace.